People do really great, wonderful things.
Yeah.
And the fact that news is full of the discomfort, the fact that news is full of the difficulty, the fact that news is full of things that are broken, maybe we should just notice that those are newsworthy because they're more unusual.
Oh, yeah.
News is that which isn't common.
Right.
It's worthy of being mentioned because it's not what happens every day. Right. So today you say, hey, we moved the clocks ahead because that's but tomorrow you won't say yesterday we moved the clocks ahead because it became commonplace.
Yeah.
So maybe the fact that news covers bad is because bad is more unusual than the good.
Yeah. Well, that's a generous viewpoint, I think.
Well, thank you. Because there's so many good things that go on that sometimes it's difficult for us to know how to talk about them, to think if they're worthy of being mentioned.
Yeah.
One of the things that the social media has done, Facebook and the Twitters and the websites and the YouTubes and these things, you know what? Part of what they've done to me is two things. One, they've shown that people are much funnier than I ever thought they were. There's people who are seriously funny, but they're funny in kind of a quiet little way that takes them a little while and they write it. So people are much funnier than they are, and people do so many more beautiful and good things than I ever knew they ever did.
Yeah.
You couldn't keep up on it all. But when people can post that kind of thing, not in any bragging way, they just check in somewhere, they make a little note about something, or they say, or they make a contribution to something good with their life or their ideas or their money. It shows up. Well, one of the things that's been showing up in the social streams that I think is really, really great is an organization called Not for Sale. Now, you might not know this, folks who are listening, but there are 27 million people in the world today who are part of a slavery movement, that are themselves enslaved one way or the other. It's a lot. Slavery around the world is a more common experience now than at any time in history. There are more people enslaved.
That's unbelievable.
It's just it doesn't tend to affect most of us in obvious ways. It only affects us in these sort of subtle ways. So there's a movement. And the people over at Not for Sale, and you can find them online at notforsalecampaign.com, they try to elicit people with any gifts that they have to try to stop slavery. It's really, really great. Well, one of the things that they're launching today is they're launching an awareness movement through churches in more than 50 countries. They've got some webinars you can watch. They've got these sermons that people can preach. They've got these sermons you could watch from somebody else. And they're encouraging during this time of Lent, this is now our first Sunday of the Lenten year, this is the 40-day period leading up to Easter, that people would fast and they would take whatever money they were spending on food today, March 13th, and they would donate that to help people be freed from the grips of slavery. Isn't that a great idea? Fasting and saying whatever money you would have spent, value out your meal. Maybe you were going to buy food prepared at a restaurant. Maybe you were going to go grocery shopping and you were going to take the amount of food that you purchased today. Maybe you were going to pick up something at your little local coffee shop. You take all of that money today, and people all over the world pool their money together and they say, I'll go without today and I will give it to those who are caught in slavery, because so many days those people go without. And today I'm going to switch spots with them in a very subtle and very simple way. Isn't that a great idea?
It is a great idea.
I mean, right on to these people who just said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take the normal things I do in my life and I'm going to try to use them in a significant way for somebody else. I'm going to try to benefit a person that I might not know. Now here's the thing that makes this difficult for some people. For some of us, it's more difficult to take on a big issue. When I say some phrase like, there are 27 million people involved in slavery today, people's minds just go blank.
Yeah.
They're like, "What? I make $27,000 a year, and some of that I have to pay to school debt. What am I going to do about this?" Or, "I've got these grandkids that I'm already thinking about." Or, "I was going to try to pick up the hidden gifts of helping this week." I mean, there are so many things, right? And I've pushed a lot of good ideas here on the show, and people will often say, "You know what's hard? Every week there's some other good thing I should be involved in. How do I do it?" They get overwhelmed by it.
Yeah, lots of need out there.
It seems unstoppable.
And so people kind of get paralyzed and they don't do anything because they just don't know how to apply what they have to.
So let me give you a little handbook on how you should take all of these needs that you hear about, whether you hear about them on the write-ons that come here on the program, or you hear about them because you're logging into the Facebook, or people send direct mail marketing to your house, or the guy standing out in front of your favorite store at Christmas time ringing that bell to try to attract your attention, or you're at work and someone comes by with the United Way cup, or you open up your email and somebody's doing a walk for this or that, and you're supposed to help chip in some money, and you're like, there's just, when does it stop, right? When does it stop? Here's the deal. There are some things that just ring inside your gut. They ring inside your heart. They ring inside your mind. And you're like, oh, like it gives you that little moment of pause. And then you do whatever you can. The thing I like about this fast for freedom is they say, however much you spend.
Yeah.
Whatever you spend, you start with your own schedule. You start with your own life. If you were going to fast, which for most people listening to this radio program,
Yeah.
a 24-hour fast would do us some good. Like at every level, right?
Yeah, Justin.
Most people. There's some for whom they need to be eating a little more, and you're exempt from this.
Okay.
If for some reason you're supposed to be eating more, you are exempt from this. But for all the rest of us,
Yeah.
we could go 24 hours.
Sure.
Now, I think about myself on a day like this, and I'm like, well, I got to leave here, and I got to go to a meeting at 3 o'clock, and then I got to go to some church gatherings tonight,
Yeah.
and I've got to get on an airplane, and I've got to fly to Los Angeles. I got to eat today.
Yeah.
Truthfully, no, I don't. I'm going to, I think.
Yeah.
Probably what I'm going to do
What?
is I'm going to total up the amount of money I spend today, and I'll kick that amount in. But I'm not actually going to fast.
Okay.
I'm a lazy guy.
But there's something about the fast where like when you feel that hunger,
Yes.
that can like connect you to that need that's out there. It's like, oh, I'm hungry.
I
There's
hear you.
people suffering.
That's right. So if that's what floats it, if that's what kickstarts it for you, if that's what sort of gets your balloon off the ground, take it. Because the good thing going on with these folks is they're saying to ordinary people, we want to take the ordinary thing of your life and try to figure out how you can do something to stop people who are being influenced, to stop the influence of slavery around the world. I think it's a great thing. The organization is called Not For Sale, notforsalecampaign.org. You can just Google Not For Sale. You'll see a whole number of ways that people can be involved in all of this. And our congratulations goes out to Dennis in Farmington for winning the book.
Yeah.
And I think Dennis is going to find himself with the hidden gifts of helping.
Yeah.
And Dennis, I don't want to, but you're getting a $20 book for free. Maybe kick in a little something to the good folks over there at Not For Sale. So we should start doing is sell the giveaway books.
Right, there you go.
That'd be right up our alley, wouldn't it? Like we get books free from publishers that we turn around and give away for free, or we could sell them to others. But whatever it is you're doing, however you're doing it, may your strength bring us strength, may your faith bring us faith, may your help bring us help, and may your love bring us love. May the things that you're doing in this world be those things that your grandchildren, great-grandchildren, and generations will talk about as being the time when those people at that point in history made the decisions that they had to make the world the way that we want it to be. So from Doug Padgett Radio, for everyone who's doing good things, for everyone who's trying to stop slavery, for everyone who's giving up for the benefit of someone else, and for everyone who's making the pie a little larger so everyone can have a piece, we say right on to you. Right on from Doug Padgett Radio for your strength, for your faith, for your hope, and for your love. And we'll be with you next week coming from both coasts.
Yeah.
Well, from one coast and from Minneapolis. We'll talk to you again next week on Doug Padgett Radio on AM 950, the voice of Minnesota.
We all